Hey YouTube, how are you guys doing today? I love you guys. I'm so glad to be on this channel. As you can see in the caption, I will be posting about just how it feels to really get through losing a sibling. I know it can be really hard, and for me, it's been one of the worst situations I could ever went through in my entire life. And I'm just so happy to like be able to talk about it, and hopefully if somebody else is going through the same thing, we can definitely communicate and comment and talk to each other and console each other on how different ways and techniques on how to get through the process, right? It's a long process. It's nothing that you can just say, "Oh, I'm over this today, I'm over this tomorrow." It takes a long time. So for me, today is September 3rd, 2019. I lost my sister September 3rd, 2018. So it has been a year later, and this year has been quite lonely without her. I have noticed so many changes within myself and the environment I like to keep around. I've even noticed a difference in my behavior. So many things have changed since she's been gone because it's like her spirit still is here. So that really keeps me going, and it keeps me really positive and knowing that, my big sis always looked out for me, and her thing was she always wanted the best for me. So for me, it's just like wanting the best for myself and truly working harder. Like that's really been my goal. So for me, this year, I would say I grew a lot. I would say I cried more than ever. Um, I would say I laughed more than ever. I really tried to be in the moment with a lot of things, like instead of taking things for granted that I normally would take it for granted. I really try to pay attention to the details and really understand like how how things affect people, especially things we do and things we say. Um, a lot of us are suffering silently, and suffering silently is very dangerous because you don't get the help that you really need, and it can cause more damage in the end. And I don't have a script, so I'm kind of just going off the dome and just blogging about how I'm feeling today and how proud I am of myself because I did know that this day was going to be hard for me, and the fact that I can even smile and and think about all the good times me and my sister had is just amazing, and just being a really positive place about it. Me and my sister, we had some great times. She was transgender, and she really taught me what it was to be a woman in so many different ways. So I respected her on another level than the average woman because she taught me how to overcome when so many people won't agree with you, when so many people won't love you for who you are, and when so many people are going to tell you you're wrong, and you still walk in your truth and you still blossom. I think that's amazing. And that was one of the that was something I will always cherish that she gave me. That's something I will always cherish, and those are things that I will always remember, that you know that really was why I kept so positive, is because I know she was positive, and something had to have happened. I don't know, we're still trying to figure out what happened, and that's been a issue with fighting with my family, and it's just been a big situation. So for me, it's just I just want to heal, like, for her, like, and then I'll deal with all the other stuff when I can. But right now, it's just like dealing with the healing of the process of losing my best friend. And yeah, so that's basically how I'm feeling today on September 3rd, 2019. Um, I have other siblings, and we have been able to, well, some of us, we have been able to build our bond, and then some of us not so much. And I'm okay with both decisions. Um, I know that, everything happens for a reason, and I'm just going with the flow, and whatever plays out, that's how it's meant to play out. Um, I really miss her. Um, but I have so many good memories, and I've been keeping her alive so much in my mind that it doesn't even feel like it's been a year. Like it doesn't. And I just thank God that I'm here and I'm blessed and I'm able to get through this with a sound mind. And even though everything's still not perfect and I still have so many issues and things I have to deal with, that I'm able to deal with it. And not only deal with it, but I'm able to say, hey girl, you can smile too. It's okay. Like, I know how it feels. I know, and there's things you have to do the work though. You cannot not do the work and expect the results, and that's the difference. Like, I started to really get my ass up and do the work, and that really pushes me, because now I didn't think I was gonna lose my sister at 26 years old, and she's only 38. I thought we was gonna be like the Golden Girls out here, and just, you know I could just see us getting our little singer discounts. So we used to talk about that stuff, and I remember just a few months before we was talking about how, like, we always was telling each other who passed away and all this stuff, and it was like one day one of us gotta call each other, and and we talked about how like that was gonna be, so it's like we would talk about so much stuff that it's like when it was over, I just didn't know how to understand it, but taking myself out of the situation and looking at it from a different perspective, that was a golden egg. God wanted her back, and I couldn't be selfish to say what she went through that she should have suffered any longer. So, if anything, us in the world are still suffering. Once you die, I feel like suffering, ends. Like, life is already hard enough. I don't imagine us being tortured any longer than that, you know? So, I think so many people have the wrong perspective of death, like I did. And once you understand it, you understand that you will see them again. And it's okay to just enjoy the journey until you do. So that's what I'm really evolving and understanding. And even though I woke up crying today and it was really sad, I still got up. I did my personal development. I did my workouts. I'm about to go do my job. And I'm just going to keep going. I don't want to stop. I don't want to feel like I'm still broken, because I'm not. I'm healing. I'm not broken. You have to speak words of affirmation to get where you want to go, right? And it's a process, it's a journey. And that's what it is. I don't think it's no amount of money that I could have had to keep her here. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes people say, oh, if I would have been rich, she would have been here. Maybe it was just that time. Because who's to say I didn't have money and she couldn't have been here? However, we all go through a process, and whether you're rich or poor, black or white, we all need to heal from something. And this is just a process, it's just a journey, and it's best to enjoy it the best we can. Like, taking care of yourself is the number one thing. Taking care of yourself so that when you do feel those anxious, unstable moments, you know what to do to get back to a place where you can function and you're able to get through it, you know? Whether it be prayer, meditation, however you do what you need to do, you have to do it daily. As you know, have rituals, practices, teachings, all of that is necessary. And I'm understanding it more than ever that it is. And I'm also understanding that it's deeper than the eyes surface, this battle. So how you look at someone, somebody else might look at them and say they don't see the same thing you see. But that doesn't make your perspective wrong, and it doesn't make that person's perspective wrong. You guys are both equal to two different perspectives. Some people might say they didn't like my sister. They don't care if she was dead or alive. That was my sister. It was my job to care about her. I loved her, and that's my perspective, okay? So everybody's entitled to their opinions. However, you're entitled to yours, and that's one of the best things I've learned is just like staying strong to my feelings and staying like even when I doubt myself to keep going, because sometimes that doubt is just a protection that your mind knows that something is wrong. So you have that doubt because you might not have figured it out all the way. But once you figure it out all the way, then you're not moving with doubt. You're moving in grace. You're moving in, alignment. As far as everywhere you go, it's aligned. So many situations and people I've met this year, it's been so aligned. It's like a stair. It's literally like a staircase. Like I'm the staircase to heaven. It's like, what is going on? And I understand it on a whole nother level, and I know it's still the beginning, and that's even more amazing for me because it's like, wow, the places you would go, But yeah, that's my journey. That's my testimony of just like getting through losing a sibling. Today is her day, September 3rd. 2019 is the next year. She died September 3rd, 2018. And I'm just going to make 2020 the best year I can. I'm going to finish out 2019 the best I can. I'm going to finish 2020 the best I can. And just, it's every day of life is a blessing. Because I know where I could be. Because I know where I could be. And I just thank God, I really do. All right, you guys. Peace, love, and happiness.